Have you ever wondered what the sound of space is like? Does the universe hum with cosmic music, or is it filled with an eerie silence? Well, if you were hoping for a celestial symphony, prepare to be disappointed. Space, as it turns out, is silent. But why is that? The answer lies in the nature of sound itself. Sound is a type of energy made by vibrations. When an object vibrates, it moves the air particles around it. Those air particles, in turn, move the air particles around them, carrying the pulse of the vibration through the air. Our ears pick up these vibrations and translate them into the sounds we hear. This process is how we experience sound on Earth. However, space is a vacuum, meaning it is not filled with air particles like Earth. In fact, it's quite the opposite. Space is virtually empty. It's this lack of particles that prevents sound from traveling. Without particles to vibrate, there can be no sound. Think of it like trying to wave your hand through the air and then trying to do the same thing in a pool of water. In the air, your hand can move easily because there are fewer particles to move out of the way. But in the water, it's harder to move your hand because there are more particles. Now imagine trying to wave your hand in a space with no particles at all. There's nothing to move, nothing to vibrate. That's what space is like. Now, this doesn't mean space is completely silent. While we can't hear sounds in space the way we do on Earth, we have instruments that can detect other types of vibrations in space, such as those made by stars and galaxies. These instruments translate these vibrations into sounds that we can hear. But remember, this is not sound as we traditionally understand it. It's more like interpreting the information that's out there in a way that makes sense to us. In summary, space is silent because it is a vacuum, devoid of the particles necessary for sound to travel. Sound, as we know it, is a type of energy that relies on particles to carry its vibrations. Without these particles, there can be no sound. However, space is not completely silent. We have instruments that can detect and interpret other types of vibrations in space, giving us a glimpse into the cosmic symphony that is out there. So the next time you look up at the stars, remember, the universe may not sound like much, but its silence tells us a lot about the fundamental nature of sound and the universe itself. It's a silent symphony, a testament to the vastness and complexity of the cosmos. The silence of space is not an absence of activity, but a different kind of music, one that requires a different kind of listening.